I'm Kevin Mayne. I work for an organisation which is quite new. It's called Cycling Industries Europe. I'm the chief executive. I have basically been a cycling lobbyist for about 20 years. And my job is to make the bicycle industry as competitive as the car industry. So together, the bicycle industry grows, and together we compete, because for that part of our business, it's about growing cycling. 219 million adults in the EU who never cycle. This is where you do your job. Go compete with everyone else. But I want to do my work here, because we have to take people from other modes of transport. To do this bit, it's huge, but we do it together. So we share the costs. We go as an industry. DE, Germany, for those who recognise the acronym. Biggest cycling market in the world. Everybody know where MT is? Malta. Sadly, every cyclist in Malta does know every other cyclist, I promise you. This is the story we want to tell. We want maps of cycle lanes. We want cities that are car-free. Every single person in this country spends the equivalent of 60 euros a year on new bikes. Actually, Denmark has been a higher value market marginally. Their bikes are marginally more expensive than Dutch bikes. And with Decathlon and others, we raised about 5 million euros. We gave all that money to the European Cyclist Federation. And if we play our part, they will support us both financially, industrially, and competitively. The good part is you do things like this. You get a government and a modest-sized country to spend 125 million euros supporting the e-bike market. It becomes the #1 Christmas present in the country. They run the money out so fast they can't keep up. Everybody's got huge smiles on their faces in the industry. Good news. If we follow where they are today, we can end up at 30 million units a year. That would be extraordinary. That would be a 50% growth in cycling as we know it, driven by e-bikes. Probably on the optimistic side. But nobody expected the Netherlands market to be 50% e-bikes now. The best it would have been in 5 years' time. But we're there now. Half the market's gone to e-bikes in the biggest cycling country in the world. Wow. A lot of those trips could come to us, because we have the car buster. We have the first transport mode that deals with those 20-kilometre commutes. Where we are in Belgium, suddenly seeing bikes appearing 10, 15 kilometres from the city to go into work where there was no bikes before. There was a few crazy guys in Lycra. But suddenly there's e-bikes doing the morning commute from a long distance out. And the cities are responding. They're building long-distance bike lanes. Are we ready? Can we do this? I'm very positive about the fact I'm in this room, because I'm very positive about JB's speech earlier, and I'm positive about knowing the Decathlon team, that they're having these conversations already. Where are you going to spend your money in the next 10 years? Is anybody bold enough to give themselves 10 out of 10? We're working on all of these. But the ambition is to get everybody together to have this political impact, to make this difference in 2 ways. One, go back to the beginning. More cycling. Grow the market. Pay the experts in infrastructure. Pay the experts in funding. Make them do the work for us and do the lobby work. A proper network of professionals who collaborate to get the job done. So we share intelligence and skills, and we learn how to work together. Because if we're going to go for 219 million more people, that's through collaboration. I have a dream, actually. I have a dream that JB and Herman and Didier, when I leave the room, they go around every supplier in the room and they say, "Are you in? Because this really matters to Decathlon."
Evidence showing that EU government is building more bike lanes.
The transformation in European cities is happening. There's no question. Put the €1 million in one suburb. so that mum, dad, grandma, children, school can all cycle. Then next year, when you've got another €1 million, go to the next suburb. Because if you don't do enough to make a difference, nothing changes. So I'd rather have one high-quality suburb, one high-quality bike lane, than waste all the money all over the city. We think the e-bike is doing two things.
Yeah.
There is some cannibalization, but it is also creating new users. Because and we know that people are switching from cars. We know people are using them for recreation, mountain bike, because cycling is too hard. So we're pretty sure. But the other interesting thing is that the new infrastructure is of really high quality. And it's encouraging people to get on conventional bikes. So if you go on a Dutch or a Danish highway, you will see more cyclists.